Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
41-yard line.
Second and 13. Tannehill, the left side completion to Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on second and 3. Block. He'll buy some time right. Going underneath for Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Rashaan Evans on the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Block working out of the gun. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 45-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught.
J.J. Hamler.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Titans nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Down by Bryce Callahan.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And this is going to be incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up third down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the second down throw on target. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Titans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brought down at the 42.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
It's a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's now second and 6.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by McManus is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. KJ Hamler returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Judy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Lock now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now Tannehill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
On the carry.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw it is Locke. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Shot. Eluding the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
32-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Block escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Block. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And McManus able to put it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, You get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Locke, he'll fire. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 44 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Locke going to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. Running from the gun with Henry. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This would be one heck of a record if he makes this.
A very long.
No, now a jump up front. This might knock him out of field goal range. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hamler now on the return. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Harold Landry with the sack, and the third-year player out of Boston College. He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total. And now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
For A.J. Brown, incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. There to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Broncos 24, Titans 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks.